This is the 6th of November, probably almost 80 degrees. This is the first time I've been in the hives since the epic rain event that we had. I noticed about the middle of October that they didn't have any stores put up for the winter. So I started feeding them after doing some research on the internet. And it looks like I almost had a visitor there. Somebody turning around. Where was I? Oh yeah. It was the middle of October and I hadn't seen any stores, so I started feeding them. And I've kept them fed ever since the middle of October or so. Might have been about the 18th of October, 19th, so I don't remember the exact date. But I haven't been in the hive since then. They've been taking the food pretty good. Sometimes heavy, sometimes not so heavy. So I'm going to go in there and see what the place looks like. So let's give her a go. These are my two hives. That's Olive Oil. And that's Bertha. And that's usually where I stand. You can see it's a puddle there. So let's start out here with Olive Oil. There's usually always some tree frogs. And there's one right there, too. And the jar's almost gone. And they are coming in and out of that little tiny hole right there. And I can fix that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it down a little. So, let's have a look. My spacers. I want to show this to the Edisto Beekeepers Association. I'm actually going to need my hive tool. There's absolutely no stores that I can see yet in here. Just don't understand. Good. This comb is completely dry, except for a cluster of small hive beetles. Right there. On this side, we got some stores. Had a little bit of capped honey there. But certainly not much. There's a yellow jacket. There's a little bit of capped honey along the top of this bar. I'd like to remind you there's capped brood there. And there's brood and honey on the same, and nectar or probably sugar water. This side has honey along the top, some capped honey along the top, and brood in the same one. That's interesting. This one's got some capped honey along the top. Brood, capped honey along the top. So I went in this far, I'd look for the queen. She was still marked. Well, there she is right there. She's still marked with the blue dot. And same situation there on the next bar. There's capped honey along the top and brood. But no full frames of honey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Small hive. I'm going to go ahead and reduce this since I'm in here. Wish I had some way of holding that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I reduced it down to 7. There's another one of those yellow jackets. I can't get him. So I've reduced it down to 7 bars for the winter, and I need to change out the honey. So let's cover this one back up. There's a yellow jacket. Oh, I just noticed that my camera was at an odd angle. Well, let's see how the other one's doing. And I'm going to work it from this side because there's a puddle there. Got a little lizard here. And here's a tree frog. They don't seem to mind. There's 3 tree frogs. I'm definitely going to reduce the size of this one. Seems a lot more active than the other one. Let's open her up. I can only assume there's more bees in this one because of the amount of activity. A lot of bees. Lots of bees. No honey. Now here's a bar that failed from an earlier split. Got a whole comb of new wax here. And it looks like there's some kind of like orange looking mold on it or something. Here they started drawing out a whole new comb of wax. Lots of bees. There's a bee with pollen on its legs. Where'd he go? I wanted to point him out. Or point her out. Oh, there she is, right there. There's a little bit of pollen on her legs. I'm assuming that's pollen. And here's a frog that wants to go for a ride. full comb of wax. Had some pollen in it. It's dry as a bone right now. No stores. Full thing of wax. No stores. There's a cluster of small hive beetles though. Lots of wax, no stores, no brood, lots of bees. Lots of wax. Lots of bees. No brood. Okay. A little bit of honey across the top. Maybe he's just going to starve to death. It looks like they're eating. It's like they're eating out their pollen. Almost looks like they're eating their pollen. There's one doing a waggle dance. There's a waggle dance going on down there. A little bit of brood. No, that's capped honey. There's just a smidgen of capped honey. There's a tore up queen cell. I'm looking for the queen. Looks like they're eating. There's a little bit of lots and lots of bees. They brood. Here is a here's a frame that has probably two capped there's some drone cells there. It appears there's a capped queen cell. Here's a queen cell that's been opened up. Still haven't seen the queen, but that looked like a capped. Don't tell me I've lost the queen in this one again. Looks like they're making a new queen. This is the one that I had all the trouble with. they kept superseding the queen. And it looks like I haven't found the queen yet. I'm going to go back through real good. It looked like that frame that I just put away. It looked like there were 2 capped queen cells in there. I don't see her here. They got their head stuck in there. Yeah, their head stuck down the cells like they're eating it. This is a weird hive. Oh shit, that ain't good. It just makes them angry. Still not seeing the queen. There's a rosette, but I'm not sure what they're around. Okay, I did not see a queen. There's no brood to speak of in this thing. Lots of bees, no brood. Well, they're working away. Not sure what they're doing. Well, no brood. Waggle dancing going on. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a closer look. There's three capped queen cells. And looks like some drone cells right beside of her. So it looks like they're making a new queen at this stage in the game. There's 3 of them there. And there's one that's just chewed out. Right here. So maybe she's on a mating flight. There's one over here that just chewed out. So I don't know. They're definitely making queens. And there's no queen in there. And there's no brood in there. I didn't see a queen. It looks like there's some drone cells in there. There's no stores to speak of. There's just a couple of cells of trapped. There's a few cat brood. There's one chewing his way out. So they're just about out of making new bees. They're making queens. There's no queen in there. I don't know why I'm looking. There's no brood. There's no queen. Just gonna button it up. Hopefully I got enough time to make another queen. Well, she'd be laying somewhere. Definitely ain't anybody laying around here. I don't know why I'm bothering to look for the queen. There ain't a queen in here. There ain't a queen in there. That's that. What I got is a hive with no queen. Again, I got this hive has no queen in it. They're making queens. There's 2 cells that have been chewed out. Maybe they're not coming back mated. I don't know. There's no brood to speak of in there. Not going to be fun. I know what's going to happen to that hive. She had a good run. She made a bunch of queens.